AITA for telling our server she had a beautiful scalp at my wife's birthday dinner. Full story plus all edits. This happened before the coronavirus was a thing, in case you're wondering. Obviously, right now we're staying in as much as possible and supporting local business through takeout and delivery, so this was over a year ago and my wife won't let it go. I'm looking for some external input. I took my wife to our favorite local spot for her birthday. Everything was good as usual, but we had a server neither of us had seen before with a somewhat striking appearance. She was completely bald. Normally, I wouldn't say anything about something like that because I'm afraid of being rude, but toward the end of the dinner, the server made a joke about she and I having the same haircut. I'm bald. I said something along the lines of, "I don't mean to be rude, but I'm curious. Are you bald by choice?" It turns out she was, which was a great relief to me since I didn't want to pry into it if she was sick or involuntarily bald for some reason. She was more than happy to talk about it and told me all about how she'd always loved bald heads and wanted to try it. She said she got positive feedback and just kept her head shaved. I told her I loved that, and I thought women could look very beautiful bald, even though it's not something you see often. I told her she had a great head shape for it and joked about offering razor recommendations. It was light conversation, and that was the end of it. For the rest of the meal, my wife was silent. I could tell something was wrong. When we got to the car, there was a moment of pause between us and I asked if something was wrong. She replied, "Are we going to stop at Walgreens and pick up some clippers?" I asked her what she meant, and she said obviously, since I was enthralled with our server's shaved head, she had to do something to win her husband's attention back. I was blatantly flirting with our server, apparently. It spiraled into a huge fight with my wife accusing me of wanting to experiment with an exotic-looking woman because I was tired of my boring old wife. I can't deny that in the moment, I probably looked like I was flirting with our server. It was not intentional, but I guess I realized how it could have seemed inappropriate at my wife's birthday dinner. I did find her attractive, but my wife will always come first. I'm attracted to her and I love her. That's why I married her. Even now she makes little references like, "I guess I'm not as interesting as a bald goddess," or "Does this look good on me or do I need to show some scalp?" So am I the asshole for this? I just want things to be okay. I've tried apologizing, but nothing will stop it. Edit. I'm starting to see people making comments that seem to indicate it is never okay to talk about balding in public. I reject this completely. I did not bring this up out of nowhere. The topic came up when the server pointed out, in a jovial fashion, that she and I had the same haircut. It was a brief conversation with zero negative or uncomfortable vibes, and when we left I said bye to the server, and she pointed at her head and gave me a little thumbs up. I get the feeling we would have got along well as friends, so this isn't the issue. Edit 2. Good grief, you guys. Let me clear something up. My wife is 25, and I am 24. The server looked older than both of us, probably early 30s, so anything saying and flirting with a younger woman is wrong. Also, my wife suggested I don't find her attractive anymore, which is completely wrong. Why would I marry someone I didn't think was capital H-O-T? She's plenty attractive. I'm reading everything you're sending and it's split down the middle as far as I can tell. All I can tell you is, please read carefully. No one was trapped in a conversation with me they didn't want. As I said, the server got my attention as we were leaving. Do you get the attention of people you're glad are almost out the door? Also, I don't remember the conversation down to the last detail, but it was maybe a minute tops. Hope this gives things a little more clarity. Edit 3. Lemao y'all. I see my post got tagged. I don't know if that means they counted or what, but I guess what I'll do is apologize to my wife in a more formal way and see if she'll tell me why she's been bringing this up over and over. She doesn't even seem mad anymore, really. It's just coming up every time she talks to me, it seems like. And I never addressed it, but I already apologized sincerely right after this happened last year. And again, numerous times. I don't know how I can do it any better. Also, y'all are ridiculous. I got 2 messages saying I should get divorced by her immediately, and one person said it was evidence of some kind of crime and I should be in jail. Y'all, I can't with that one, but thanks to everyone who gave me reasonable input. I guess when this many people see a post, I'm gonna get a few unhinged people. I will make an update if I ever get to a solution if this sub is okay with that.